Hi, I'm Nathan Brown. Let me tell you about a book that I think is pretty exciting and very interesting. It's called There's More to Jesus by Shawn Brace. Shawn Brace is a pastor based in the northeastern United States that's doing some interesting things in some of the things they're doing with his church. You can find him online if you're interested in finding out more about him and his writing and his ministry. But we published this book a couple of years ago, which is kind of talking through what has become in some parts of Adventism and Adventist history, the tension between doctrine and Jesus. Now, of course, they should be the same thing and they should work together beautifully. And the more doctrine we have, the better we should understand Jesus. And the more Jesus we have, the more exciting our doctrines are. And the more our distinctive doctrines point us back to Jesus, the more we become like everybody else who follows Jesus, because the core and the center and the circumference and the height and the depth of our faith is Jesus. And our doctrines are simply the way we try and understand Jesus as well as we possibly can. And that's a little bit of what this book seeks to do. By looking at distinctive Adventist doctrines, what unique and insightful angles do we have on who Jesus is, what he did, what he has done for us, what he will do for us, and the hope that we have because of Jesus. It's and very readable, but also very, very smart, insightful, thoughtful reflection of bringing together Jesus in our doctrines much more closely. They aren't doctrine versus Jesus when it comes down to it, but that this is our way of understanding and sharing Jesus in some exciting ways that actually matter in the world, that make a difference to our lives, that make a difference to people around us, and of course point us to the hope of what Jesus will do for us in his second coming, in his recreating our world and us spending eternity with him. That's an exciting thing. So I think you'll enjoy this book. 22 relatively short chapters with discussion questions, so it could work really well for a small group resource or just reading it. I met somebody last year who said, "Hey, thank you for publishing this book. It really helped me through a difficult time and refocused me on Jesus and who he is." And that's just a beautiful response to what a book is and what a book can do in your life and in other people's lives. So I recommend There's More to Jesus.